names of the characters in the story. Number heads together. So work together with your partners to come up with the answer. Everybody come to check. Remember, we want to see page numbers.
All four in a group need to be contributing. Everyone. Are you discussing?
Yeah, I already know it.
Did everyone discuss already?
No, I don't really discuss.
No, excuse me.
You don't have to write the question in I forgot in the story. What are the names of the characters in the story?
The names of the characters are. Is that what I see here? Is that what I see here? We always answer in complete sentences.
Okay, now that everyone has discussed, stop, look at me. Stop, look at me. Have a seat, Thomas. Have a seat, Dylan. So I'm going to choose a number. And number 2, stand up. Push in your chair. Stand up in your chair. My number 2s. When I call on you, you will tell me the answer that your group came up with. Okay? Gracie.
The character in the story is Franklin and myself.
Page 235. Good job. Who was my number 2 here? Why are you standing up, though? You shouldn't be standing up. My number 2. What are the characters? Perfect. What's the page number?
235.
235. Awesome. You can have a seat, Ryan. Skylar.
The names of the characters are Darkina and Marcel, page 237.
237. Perfect. Brody.
The names in the story are Farfalina and Marcel.
Awesome. What's the page?
236.
236. Perfect. Great job. The characters are Farfalina and Marcel.
Yes.
Here's our second question.
Remember to answer in a complete sentence.
Yeah, what is it?
Here's our second question. What is fantasy? Now, this word, precise word, is not in the text. So we are using our schema,
I know that.
our schema to know what fantasy means. Okay?
According to the text,
Remember,
I know that.
Tyler, I'm talking. Ryan, have a seat, please. Remember, we are discussing within our groups. Okay? Ready? Numbered heads together. Are you sharing your ideas? I see all of you writing by yourself.
I'm gonna write what I
Turn
need.
around. Turn around. Turn around. Talk with Thomas and agree with an answer. Everyone should have the same exact answer written on
Ryan?
the board.
write a
We're all
complete
discussing
sentence.
it together. So
Fantasy
everyone should have the
is,
same exact words.
or fantasy means. Did you write fantasy means, Ryan? Then erase and start over. You have to have a complete sentence.
So it's
You have a rag for erasing.
When you are done discussing with your group, remember to have a seat and write down your answers. That way I know that everyone is done.
It's a fantasy right there.
Look at the way the word fantasy is spelled on the board, Ryan. Did you copy correctly? Okay, and this should be a complete sentence. The names of the characters are. And I think we erased that when we started this new question.
Well, we do. Not everyone.
Okay, are we ready? I'm gonna choose a number. Have a seat, Gunner. I'm gonna choose a number. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
My number fours. Number fours. Stand up. Stand behind your chair. Only number four. You don't have a number four, you can do number three. Number fours. I should only see my number fours. Look at your labels. Maddie has a number four. Who's our number four here? Tyler. Push in your chair and stand behind your chair. Thank you.
Thomas finishes that.
Okay, let's start with Maddie. Excuse me. Hold on, Maddie. Give me 1 second. Gracie? Why are we having a conversation? Gunner? Is that necessary? Are you listening to your group member? Okay, we should start paying attention. Maddie?
Fantasy means not real, so it's fiction.
So it's fiction, okay? Let's see. What did group number 4 come up with? Dakota?
Fantasy is a made-up story.
Perfect.
It's 234.
Oh, you found a page number. Let's all turn to page 234. See what group 4 found.
That's what
Group 234. Oh, read it for me. Read it for me, Dakota.
Fantasy is a story that has made up characters, settings, or other things that could not happen in real life.
Perfect. Awesome. Great job. Let's see. Thomas?
Fantasy means the story is fiction.
The story
Put it
is fake.
down.
Perfect. And Tyler?
Farflan and Marcel have a fantasy because they cannot talk.
Okay, now
Real
remember,
life.
we were answering. The question was, what is fantasy? I didn't ask anything about Farfalina and Marcel. Okay? So as a group, you should have caught that. What is fantasy? Okay? So for our next question, please pay close attention. All right. You may have a seat, my number 4s. Thank you. Here's our next question. How do you know this story is a fantasy? How do you know this story is a fantasy? Ready? Number heads together. Discuss with your group. Turn around. Talk to your group members.
You always go first.
Good job for number 3 is discussing.
Yes, throw it away and get a different one.
Group number 1 is not doing the right thing. They're not discussing with the group. I didn't see you discussing.
This marker isn't working
Right now, group 1 should be discussing with each other what the answer to that question is. You're not writing it, you're discussing it.
Group number 4 finished discussing already.
All of you need to discuss together, group 1. Aiden and Gracie, the two of you need to turn around and talk to Tyler and Ava. This is a group effort. Tyler, join in on the discussion. Join in on the discussion. This is not just about individual answers. Yeah.
I would also like to see a page number. So discuss with your group. What evidence from the text you can give me. I would like to see a page number.
Fill your team member in on what you've been doing while he was gone. Skylar doesn't know what you did while he was gone, so fill him in. Is someone going to talk to Skylar about what he just missed? Remember, we have to answer in a complete sentence. How do you know this story is a fantasy? How do we begin? Can anyone tell me how we begin to answer this in a complete sentence? Lexi?
This story is fantasy because.
Very good. Or another way? Ava? All right, what's another good way to start that sentence? Skylar?
This is a fantasy story because.
All right. Or you could say, I know this story is a fantasy because, but we begin our sentence with a capital letter. We have punctuation. Okay, we don't begin with the word because. We just gave 3 or 4 examples of how to start a sentence to answer the question. We're using complete sentences when we write and when we speak.
What page, Maddie? 37. 237.
us know when you're ready.
I just got my marker here.
Young Savannah, you may have a seat. Okay, I'm gonna draw out the numbers. Here I go. Number 3. Number 3, stand up, push in your chair. My number 3. Who's my number 3 in that group? Are you a number 3? So look at your label. You're number 1, honey. On the other side, you're number 1. Gunner for number 3.
This is
Hold on, Gunner. Gunner.
You need to still stand up, Gunner, because you're a number 3.
So you may have a seat, please. Tyler, are you a number 3? Then why are you standing? Have a seat, please. Thank you.
Follow directions.
Gunner.
This is a fantasy story because animals cannot talk.
Talk. And what page number did you find that
In
in?
real life.
What page number?
247.
Perfect. Thomas, what did your group come up with?
I know this is a fiction story because animals cannot talk.
Perfect. Great job. Group number 2. Group number 4, Mary.
This is a fantasy story because animals cannot talk. Page 239.
Page 239. Love it. Last group. Group number 1. Thank you, Mary. Aiden.
I know this is a fantasy because the story they can talk, and in real life they cannot talk.
Who cannot talk?
Bartholina and Marcel cannot talk.
What are they?
They're animals.
Animals. Perfect. Great job.
Page 236.
236. All right, let's look at our last question.